In the ancient realm of Greece, where gods and goddesses roamed freely among mortals, there lived a man whose name echoed through the ages, Hercules. Born to the mighty Zeus, ruler of the gods, and the mortal Alchemy, Hercules possessed strength beyond measure and a destiny that would shape the course of history. But this is not a tale of his legendary labors or his divine lineage. No, this is a story of a young Hercules, before his name was etched in the annals of heroism, when he was just a boy yearning to prove himself to the world. In the bustling city of Thebes, where towering temples and grand palaces stood, Hercules grew up as a misfit, a constant reminder of his divine heritage. His bulging muscles and towering stature set him apart from his peers, and whispers of awe and fear followed him wherever he went. Yet, Hercules longed for acceptance and a chance to prove that he was more than just a spectacle. One fateful day, as the sun bathed the city in golden light, an ominous shadow fell upon Thebes. A monstrous creature, known as the Hydra, had emerged from the depths of the underworld, wreaking havoc and striking fear into the hearts of all who encountered it. With its serpentine body and venomous heads, the Hydra was an unbeatable force, leaving destruction in its wake. The king of Thebes, desperate to save his city, announced a challenge to all who dared to face the Hydra. The victor would receive not only a place of honor among the citizens but also the hand of the princess, a beautiful maiden named Megara. As soon as Hercules heard of the challenge, his heart surged with determination. This was his chance to prove his worth, to show the world that he was more than just a demigod. With a glimmer of hope in his eyes, he set off towards the treacherous swamps where the Hydra lurked. The journey was perilous, filled with treacherous obstacles and cunning mythological creatures sent by the gods to test Hercules' mettle. But he pressed on, his unwavering resolve fueling his every step. Finally, after days of arduous travel, he arrived at the murky swamps, the stench of decay filling the air. As Hercules stood at the edge of the swamp, his heart raced with both fear and excitement. The Hydra's hisses and roars echoed through the dense fog, sending shivers down his spine. But he knew he had no choice but to face his fears head-on. With a mighty battle cry, Hercules charged into the swamp, his muscles rippling with power. The Hydra's heads darted and struck, but Hercules evaded the venomous fangs with agility and grace. Blow after blow, he fought with the strength of a god, each strike bringing him closer to victory. But just as Hercules thought he had triumphed, a new challenge emerged. For every head he severed, two more grew in its place. The Hydra's regenerative power seemed insurmountable, threatening to overwhelm him. As Hercules grappled with despair, a voice whispered in his ear, a voice that sounded eerily familiar. It was his father, Zeus, reminding him of his divine heritage and the strength that lay within him. With renewed determination, Hercules fought on, hacking and slashing until finally, he struck a decisive blow, severing the Hydra's final head. The beast crumbled to the ground, defeated, and Hercules emerged from the swamp, covered in the creature's vile blood. The people of Thebes rejoiced, their savior standing tall and triumphant. And as Hercules wiped the sweat from his brow, he knew that he had not only conquered the Hydra but also conquered the doubts that had plagued him for so long. From that day forward, Hercules became a symbol of heroism, his name whispered with reverence throughout Greece. But deep down, he knew that his greatest victory was not the defeat of mythical creatures or the admiration of mortals, but the triumph over his own insecurities. And so, the legend of Hercules began, a story of strength, courage, and the indomitable spirit that resides within each of us, waiting to be unleashed.